Hello, everybody. Good day to you all. Today, I'm talking about My Adventure with Superman, season number 3, episode number 4 to episode number 5. And we got Guess Who's Slamming to Dinner and the Death of Superman. And they've really taken their different version of Superman, Superboy, and stuff, and a different take on him. Because the thing is, though, they're combining two characters together. He's Jonathan Kent, but he has the look and the style of Superboy, Connor Kent. And you had this, so you got Jonathan comes to the present day, and he just sees his parents. He just calls his mom and dad right from the start. And you got Clark and Lois. You got Clark trying to make Lois feel better because she's freaking about the future. She's freaking about the relationship as well too. She's scared things are going to change. She doesn't want things to be boring or stuff as well too. She's scared because she loves the adventures that they're going through and stuff like that as well. But the thing is though, you're always going to be married to Superman. You're always going to have the adventures and stuff. And so that's not going to change. But she's so scared of the future and trying to make things stay exactly the same. Now the future has come to her, and now she's freaking out even more. But you got Clark on the other hand. He's a little bit more accepting, a little bit more believable, and in a way, kind of proud to see the future that he's going to have with Lois. He has a son. You got Clark, and when Cora finds out and Jimmy finds out that Jonathan is their son, they're all happy. You got Carl, another Kryptonian. Yes, everything's good. But the thing is, though, you could tell that Jonathan has a secret, but he's not really saying anything. He wants to spend time with his family, but with his mom and dad, especially with his dad a lot of times. And you get because when you see where he's come from, I understand it. But you also see that he has a weird relationship he has with Kara. He likes her, but at the same time, it's almost like he's pushing her away. You don't exactly know why is what's going on with that situation. You just got Jimmy. He's just happy to be there. Now, and also, he also still going on dates with scientists who do experiments on him. And the dude, he hasn't learned a lesson at all. Just be with Kara. Quit being so stupid. But you got that. Then you also got Hank Henshaw. He's tired of what Lex did to him last time. Let him know, oh, okay, we're not letting that happen again because I have the power. You see, you think you got the power because you got a little button on your side, but I had the power. And so I'm going to play along to get along. But once I get what I want, I'm going to show you who's really in charge. It's so weird how Lex made something that's so powerful that he can't control. Like, yeah, he had that little device and everything, and it was given the delusion of the control, but you made somebody who has control over technology. Your remote is technology. What do you think will happen? Why do you have a failsafe for that? That's the thing about Lex that always gets them in trouble. Lex is a genius. Very successful in the DC comic books as well, too. When it comes to the richest people in there, I think it's between Lex and Bruce Wayne. They are the top. And even Bruce Wayne was talking about how smart Lex is. And he's going to be very smart. He can pretty much do anything he set his mind to. But he's so arrogant that he thinks he makes no mistakes. And all Hank had to do was kiss up to him, stroke his ego a little bit, and just, I'm glad you fall in line. And even Flay like this, really? Are you dumb? You can't be this stupid. I mean, you are a genius, I think, right? You can't be falling for this. No, he's in line. He said he apologized to me because he knows I'm in charge. I'm the man here. He knows this. You know this. Everything's good. And you got to play like this. Wow. The ego you have. You know what? You know you're right. You are the man. So whenever it goes wrong, I don't gotta do anything because that's gonna go wrong, right? Because you're the man. And then when things go sideways, I like how Slade just what they gotta do? Everything's good, right? And you see the dynamic between them is so messed up. And then you see the future. And you understand why Lex decided to help out Superboy and stuff with helping him back to the present, because he's the problem. Ah, so sad. But even though things was nice to see Superboy there, it has some humor, a lot of humor to it as well too. And but the thing is though, you don't really find out why he's. I mean, we know why he's there, but you don't know. They like Lois don't find out why he's there until things just go sideways. And then the next episode you find that Kara finds out why he's pushing her away, why he was trying to ignore her a little bit as well too. Because he's not doing it because he doesn't like her. He's doing it because he loves her. You find out how much of a part of his life she was a part of love, because you find out that Clark and Lois are dead in this timeline, and she pretty much became his mom, teach him how to use his powers, teach him how to fight, teach him how to be Kryptonian as well too. And then she dies, and so now he's got his mom and dad there, who he never really seen. He was a baby when they died, and so now that and Carl was who raised them, been there for him like his mom, and then when he was like older at this age now, that we watched her die, and now she's back in his life, and to see her die again, I can't go through this. I can't have this twice. I can't watch you die twice. You understand where he's coming from? This episode, he was like very more touching, very more affect me on more emotional level as well, because you feeling his fears that he's going through. He's happy that he spent some time with his parents, but at the same time he's trying to capture everything, all the moments he can, knowing he's not going to have enough time as well. Wanting to be fighting alongside Kara, willing to accept her help, even though he thought he'd do it all by himself. And I really do like how they're doing this whole death of Superman situation, because it's not really a death of Superman, but in a way it is the death of Superman. Like, it is a death of Superman, but not a death of Superman. It's so interesting, because like Superman does die, but not Clark Kent. And then you had the whole relationship. Now you got to think about the relationship between Lois and Clark. And Lois has been talking about the adventure she's going through. She want to miss out on that anymore. Scared she's not going to ever have that anymore at the future. But at the same time, Clark now doesn't have, spoiler right here, any powers anymore. So now Superman died, but Clark is still there. And so now you got to figure out, are you still going to be happy in the relationship as well too, where you just have Clark? Because she should. I mean, I'm not gonna say. I don't think she's gonna run off and leave. And say, well, yeah, Superman no more. I guess I'm out. No, I think she's still gonna love him, because she had feelings for him before she finally found out he was Superman. So that should be fine. But will it be weird though? And how is Kara going to handle the situation? Now she got to do everything by herself now as super person. And then seeing the future, how things didn't seem to get better. Looks like things got worse. Which is like, holy mother. It's like, time travel is so weird. Every time you think you're doing something for the right thing, you actually could cause something wrong at the same time. It's like, oh, it's so messed up. But these two episodes were the fourth episode was a little bit more fun, a little lighthearted before it got sad. But the fifth episode was things got real and things really got messed up. The action scenes in here was great as well too. The animation on the show has always been fantastic and great. I really do like the designing of all the characters as well. And I really do like Jonathan as a character. And even though we didn't get a lot of him, I did enjoy the moments that he had on screen as much. You didn't really get a lot of Jimmy in the fifth episode. Man, you didn't get much of Jimmy in the fourth episode, even much either. But I'm wondering how this is gonna, his relationship with Carl is gonna go down. Is he still gonna be trying to like push her off, or is he gonna acknowledge that he actually just love her, and that he wants to be with her and stop all the stupid nonsense? Because even though it's so funny though, they keep talking about these dates she's going to be going on, how she's dating everybody, but you don't want to see her with anyone. Nobody. She was with not one person at all. She on the phone sometimes, but you don't see her dating anybody or going on dates with anyone. I mean, at least Jimmy has actually dated people, but they didn't show Carl doing anything. I mean, I don't think it's going to be the time for it now, because Clark can't be Superman anymore. But we know good and well it's not going to last forever. I mean, eventually he's going to get his powers back. Or not. We will see. But at the same time, because we already got introduced to Steel, And we have Cyborg Superman. We also got to introduce Superboy. I guess I hope we can get John Henry Irons back again with a better suit this time. I didn't like the suit design that he had, but I don't think they're probably going to fix that. But we will see. Hopefully he comes back, because I think they did show him in the future fighting alongside Jimmy before they got killed. So hopefully he might be playing a part here as well, and see him as still helping working alongside Supergirl. I'd love to see that. That'd be a whole lot of fun. But 2 great episodes though. Messed up as it is. I'm looking forward to see where this is gonna go from here. Or how they're gonna have Superman come back. What they're gonna do this time? Because the things though, they're not following the comic books at all. It's taking those. It has all the characters involved, but it's not doing it because in the comic books, Superman died because of Doomsday. Sorry, Superman was a problem, but he wasn't like enough of a threat to pretty much kill Superman. But the way they did it here, they did it quite well, because they had him like have a heart of kryptonite, which I don't think he has in the comic books at all. I think the only person who had the heart of kryptonite was Metallo. So I guess they're combining 2 characters with him as well. So seeing him in action and see how it would go down, I kept thinking to myself, well, he's not powerful enough to kill Superman. And yeah, he said he's a little bit of a threat. He could give Superman a little bit of a problem, but in the end, Superman got this. But then when the kryptonite came out, I said, oh no. And you see Superman, despite being affected by kryptonite, pushing beyond that and pushing beyond what he's capable of doing, using that inner strength to fight against him, and even hold kryptonite in his hand and crush it, which he probably absorbs some of that stuff as well too, which is probably the reason why he doesn't have the powers anymore. Oh, that sucks. And also, I'm looking forward to seeing how Clark is going to adjust to this, because he had these powers for so much of his life. It's just been a part of him, and he finally really got the hang of it now. Because even when he got his powers, he was still learning how to use his powers, and his powers are still developing. So now that he finally got all his powers now, and he finally got them all down, just to have them all go away, how that's going to affect him. Knowing, just seeing his cousin out there doing all the stuff he wished he could do. Not for every to hear the problems of people. Is he just going to focus on just being a reporter? How they're going to affect his life, and also the relationship he has with Lois as well. I think their love is still going to be there, but I feel as though it might be a little bit tested here. I'd like to see where that's going to go. Hopefully, it goes in a positive direction. I don't think they're going to go down a negative one. I don't see the show doing that. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that's going to go down. Him like actually feeling how it truly is to be human. Things he never experienced before, like maybe even like having a cold. Like how he's going to handle that. It's so weird having so much power to have no power at all, and mostly been a part of your life, majority of your whole entire life, to go to nothing. Wow, that's going to be a huge adjustment. But like I said, overall, 2 great episodes. Leave comments down below. Let me know what you thought of this episode of My Adventure with Superman. If you haven't watched it, check it out for yourself. Hopefully you watch it. You will enjoy having watching it too. So give my channel a like, hit the thumbs up, shaboop, and subscribe to my channel and share. I really would appreciate it. Like I always say, in my dreams of a life, I am the Ninja Rabbit. Peace out, people.